Let's go now. Henry, check 53. Hey, here we go.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Henry. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second down, Haskins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Haskins will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Got to do better. Come on, Flaw. 53 for Mike.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check, 6 yards. Check, 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, nickel. Shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Bears.
I got you. Pump. Switch. Alert.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play in football.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to reverse?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bring it. 180. Check back. Get back. Check. Hey, alert. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Don't get nervous. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. Yo.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He finds Beckham complete. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
53's the mark.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, it's Grant, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Haskins. It's caught by OBJ. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Haskins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Bears take over first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, Foxtrot.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12.
Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a first and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Alvin Kamara with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as the Bears push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, boom. Mike 53. Right now, ready? Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, the ball, come on. Now, switch. That's it.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Slam. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left. This is intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air. Trubisky after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, this is Kamara. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 12.
The Lions on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is third down and 12. Play action. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Wild Bill.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's a party now. It's a party.
Second down, Haskins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, it's Grant. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
That's going to be a long day.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Ricky. That's fast. Mike's 54. Ready. 54.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
X3, 218, jump. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Tighten up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On the ground, Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Come on, fellas.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
Break it up. 180. 54 miles. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Running with Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Chicago.
Get up! 180!
Mike, fight forward.
Let's set it down. One word. Twist.
Kamara. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Haskins. It's caught. Beckham. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. There's Matt Bosher now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Let's go, baby. First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun is Trubisky, going for it all. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to